Good morning. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Hey, Julie's Crafting and Body Shoppers. Amber, welcome. Cheryl Lutz, welcome. I'm going from bottom to top. Amber, Cheryl, Julie's Crafting. Hey, we're going to talk about some Crama stuff today. I know I'm on the edge of it all, but okay, thanks, Amber. There's a song that I talked about here, and it's called Same Devil. And I want to we're going to play this song, and we're going to talk about the lyrics, and we're going to talk about how different things affect us differently, and how we're all, we basically all have the same problems. But hey, Shalima, one of the things, and I've talked about this before, when people say, and I think I actually talked about this just the other day, but people talk about if you write all your problems down on a piece of paper. Hey, Selma, Nella, if you write all your problems down on a piece of paper and put them in a bowl, you're going to pull your own back out. Like, you want your own problems or your problems. So, let me just preface this, because I was just thinking about this a minute ago. Last night was an odd situation. Okay. Table Talk was live, and she was talking about this horrible stuff that, my opinion, Like a Legion did with having teenagers, young teenagers at that, on a panel that's posted on YouTube, and we've all watched it now several times, I'm sure. And then, okay, yeah, I was in there, and I hardly go in chats, because it just causes problems, when you're in a chat. And like Truth Teller, Table Talk, TT, we're totally on opposite ends of, politically. Yeah, 13 and 14-year-olds. And I could completely just go at her and hate her for things that she said about trans and about LGBTQ, and people, I'm sure, like, why are you even in her chat? I don't hate her. I don't hate her for her beliefs. I don't like the way she presents them, but that's her deal, and I can't control that. But if there's a topic being discussed and I want to be in there, I'm gonna go where I want to go. And anyway, so, and then Crafton and Kim were on panel, and that's a whole nother thing, because there's been so much infighting in this community, and I mean, they've gone at me, and it was a little odd, but we made peace. So I hope that, we're good. We made peace. That's all. We just made peace. I made peace with Crafton and Kim just via one little email. Can we just have peace? And I haven't heard them talk about me since, and I haven't talked about them. This isn't to bash them or anybody else. I just want to talk about some stuff. If it's interesting, you'll watch. Oh, I thought you meant me. Yeah. So this song, I guess we'll just get into the song because I want you to listen to the song, and if the string gets pulled because I'm playing the song, it'll come back. So just bear with me. Yeah, it's good to make peace. And I don't think I ever made I don't think I mean I know TT said some stuff about my channel and everything, but I don't personally, like, we've never really gone at it. And I don't feel hatred for her at all. I don't. Was I taken aback by what she said about the trans? I definitely was. And actually, this song is, I don't know if Brandy Carlisle is on this song with Brandy Clark. I don't know Brandy Clark's sexual orientation. Brandy Carlisle's married to a woman. She's one of my favorite performers. I actually got to see her open for another band, or the Indigo Girls, maybe about, I don't know, probably in the last decade. I can't remember. Okay, so let's play the song and then we'll keep talking. It's 3 minutes and 7 seconds long. Listen to the lyrics. I will be showing the lyrics. I couldn't quickly find a video with the lyrics, so let me share it with y'all so you can hear it. It's not a video, it's just a picture. Yep. There we go. It should pop up now. All right. There we go. You can't hear it? Dang it. Okay. Well, I shared the let me share it again. Sorry. I could hear it just fine here. Thanks for letting me know. Share system audio. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Let me know if you can't hear it. Starting it over. Can you hear it now? Can y'all hear that?
There's a guy selling baggies by a telephone pole to a dime bag girl who's gonna sell her soul. On a corner around the corner from where her mama sits, waiting on a call she hopes she never gets. And there's a boy by a locker, white knuckles his bag, hoping that bully picks that other fag. Hiding in the closet, playing pretend for a Sunday morning sermon, daddy preaching on sin. Same train, different track, different mama, same heart attack. Same bullet, different gun, different cross, same sun, same head, different levels, different demons, same devil. There's a suit wearing a snake with $1 million smile, shaking hands with a rat just across the aisle. You voted for the snake and I voted for the rat. They're rolling in the dough and we're fighting for the scraps, and it's the same crazy, different brain, different drug, same vein, same bottle, different fruit, different life, same old truth. Everybody got some kind of hell, just different levels, different demons, same devil. He don't know, he walks right, and if you're not watching, you run right into him. Same wrong, different right, different tunnel, same bright light. Everybody looking for God on every level. Different demons, same damn devil.
I almost didn't unmute myself. So, did you hear anything in there that, let's see, that you could relate to? Um, One thing that always, when I hear it, that this song, I mean, I have it on my Spotify, and it's the part about the. Well, there's a lot of parts in here, but oh, hey, Salmonella's been a member for 13 months. Yay! Thank you so much, Salmonella, for all of your support. No matter if I was going live or not, you still supported me. I was here working my little behind off, or I think it's gotten a little bigger, but my behind off, and I appreciate you for that. This part about the the suit wearing. There's a suit wearing snake with $1 million smile, shaking hands with a rat just across the aisle. You voted for the snake, and I voted for the rat. They're rolling in the dough, and we're fighting for the scraps. That's how I see. I mean, that's how I see politics. Oh, Amber, thank you so much. Yay. People are coming back to me, or, well, some of y'all didn't leave me, right? I appreciate that. So that's kind of how I see politics, because where it says you voted for the snake and I voted for the rat, because politicians make a ton of money because they get kickbacks and stuff like that. And so, why is yours in blue, Amber? That's weird. Oh, now it's in green. Hey, good morning, Betty Dan Boop. We're talking about a little kind of on the edge of politics here, but I like this song, and it has a lot of meaning to it. And I just feel like that we are, as people, I saw a little clip the other day. Well, it was just like this. I don't know if it's like I don't know what kind of animal it was. I've got it. I might make a short with it, but this rared up animal charging the other animal, and when it gets to the other animal, they nuzzle noses, and it's like we get bowed up, like we get all bowed up at people, and we get all mad at people, and we're angry, and we cuss, and we say all these things, and then what we really want is compassion, attention, love. I mean, I think as human beings, that's what we all want. I could be totally wrong, though. I mean, I don't know. tell me if I'm right or wrong, or if you see it that way, like we as people, we really just want to be loved and cared for. And yeah, please give a thumbs up. Betty Dan Boop agrees with me. That's that's good. Somebody does. Um I don't know if that's so small. I just don't know how to make that bigger. I don't know how to make that bigger because it's in a Spotify thing. Well, and I've got dark mode, so anyway. Oh, Chris, I know you didn't leave me. I know, I know. I know I don't blame people. I mean, I go to different channels and I leave people, and not always because I don't like them or because they're boring. It's just that my taste changes constantly, and you know what I watched. I mean, I was watching a bunch of fishing videos, and then I wasn't. And yes, we want and need to be loved, and some people have better coping skills than others because maybe they didn't have, you know, some of us, and I see, and I pause to say that because I get backlash because I talk about my mental health issues and my family problems, but that's how I relate to things because um I didn't have that growing up, and so I longed for that so badly, and I needed it so much. And so I think when we come to YouTube in this community and everybody's always fighting and everything, and some of that's just a lot, there's a lot of misunderstandings and stuff, but there's also a lot of mental illness in society. It's not just on here. And so we all are coming from all these different places, but this song kind of brings us all together and makes it like we are human beings here. Well, if you saw one of my shorts yesterday, well, I say we're all human beings, but now there's a man who has had a $14,000 German Shepherd, it's some kind of dog suit made, and he walks around on all fours as a dog. But I made a video about these kids saying they're Prius and they're, you know, people are identifying as everything these days, and I think it's just gone too far, and that's my political opinion. And I am on the LGBTQ I'm in that alphabet, but that doesn't mean that everything that happens, it's like if you're a Christian, you don't agree with everything that every church does, and I don't agree with everything every LGBTQ plus person does or everything in politics. The furries were pissed at me. I know. They were coming out. You should see the ones I deleted. Woo! The ones that got held. Oh, they were calling me everything and cussing, and they got held by YouTube. And even a lot of times, even if you do approve those kind of things, they don't even get approved. I don't know why it gives you the option, but it's good that you get to see them, I guess. The fact that it's a question is crazy. I know. I know. Well, and then there's people that are, yeah, I think I should, maybe I'll do one on that dog guy. Yeah, I mean, they were, oof. But my dogs are playing. It's cooled off here for now, for a few days, and I can tell so much a difference in my dogs when it's not hot, not so hot, and they are just playing and playing. I got Rosie and Rusty in there. Hey, CLM. Hey, hey. Okay, let's just, I guess, start with we'll just start the beginning of the song because hey, Willow. Let's see. Well, this song, I mean, there's a guy selling baggies by a telephone pole to a dime bag girl who's going to sell her soul. So, you know, these are people out buying and selling drugs, and she's on a corner around the corner from where her mama sits. So she's gonna go sell her body to get some, money to get drugs. Um, then it goes into the boy by a locker with white knuckles his bag, hoping the bully. So this is about a gay kid being bullied, and then it's about being in the closet, um, and daddy's a preacher, and daddy's preaching against um, sin, the sin of being gay, and you've got this kid, they're struggling, and this is what these people grow up. You grow up with this negative energy about who you are, whether it's from your own family or your kids. And I think a lot of what I see and I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but what I see on these YouTube fights, so many angry wolves, right? I see so many people arguing and fighting. And I mean, y'all tell me, are people fighting and arguing about so that they have content and can make money? Or do they really feel this way? Like, do people really believe in Lycan's chat that having a 13, 14-year-old child on a panel that's presented to the whole world and talking about fisting and giggling about it and asking them about sexual encounters, do y'all think that's okay? Because there's a lot of people that I didn't go. Yeah, I don't watch Lycan, but every now and then I'll go in there, but I didn't go in there last night because I had TTs on. Yeah, it's not okay. But there are people that sit there and defend him for that, and he's laughing about it and deflecting, and it's all these other people's fault. Well, it's not anybody's fault but yours. And why do you still have it up on YouTube anyway? Or not on YouTube, wherever he's got it posted. Yeah, I see y'all, and I see y'all are in my chat because yeah, it's not okay. And y'all know. But how can people I wish somebody from over there would just come over here and talk if you're not blocked. Because how can you be okay with that? Yeah, it's disgusting. And it's just gone overboard. And I mean, I'm glad that people are calling him out and showing his lives, but now that kid, he's been shown over and over and over everywhere. Although I know some people covered up his picture, didn't have him up on screen. If that was my kid, and I know I don't have children, so you can say all day, well, you don't even have kids. I don't care if I have a kid or the kid next door. If I knew that happened, I would be doing something about it. Like, it's gross. Yes. And especially after he said, things about Granny's son. She said he sexualized her son, and she went on and on about it. And I mean, I don't know. I don't watch him, so I don't know everything he says. But after he did that, and then she went back to him. Yeah, from the first time I ever saw him over here, it's like a cult. Yes, that's right, Willow Blossom. I guarantee you, if one of these people found their child on some guy's chat, the same guy who said, if there's grass on the field, play ball. I don't know if that's an exact quote, but I mean, gross. You don't have a right, and you don't have a right to do that to a child. You don't know what you've done to that child. You could have damaged this child, and they're going to carry that, and you're over there giggling because you don't think you did anything wrong. and he was there voluntarily. Kids can't be voluntarily somewhere, and there's a reason why we have laws for um underage. That's why if you were to actually get with one of these kids and do something, you would go to prison for that. And I'm hoping, Lycan, that you don't have any child pornography on your computer somewhere, because if you do, I mean, I was telling y'all the other day, I know a guy who's who just got sentenced to 11 years for the pornography he had on his computer and was sharing with people. And it was like, it happened 3 or 4 years ago, and he just now got sentenced. So I don't know if he has to serve all that plus the time he was in jail or whatever. But he was a well-known guy in the community, and yeah, he's gay. And he, in court, he was telling them all these. He had some major trauma in his childhood, but that doesn't excuse this behavior. So I don't know why people think that's okay. Can anybody tell me why they think that people in Lycans think it's okay that he shared that? Yeah, Amber, they get exposed to so much already with the internet. I mean, I guess maybe some of these people are desensitized because they're younger than I am and they grew up, but some of y'all are younger and you grew up with the internet and I didn't, but it's just, ugh. That's good, Amber. Yeah, I mean, you can't forever. That's true. And I know recently um Arkansas recently set a law that in order to join social networks starting, I think it's September 1st. I'm not positive on the date. But you have to show ID, which means the companies that do it have to set up a way to stop you from, if you go into a overage thing, it'll ask you your age and you'll be like, yes or no, like a dispensary, or if you're looking up a recipe for alcohol or something like that, or something that's really bad, graphic, it'll ask you, are you 13? Are you 17? Are you 21? Whichever, and you don't have to show ID, but now they're saying in Arkansas to do that. It's not for YouTube though. So YouTube's free, but you have to show an ID. Well, there's got to be ways to get around that, but I just saw where they may not allow them to do that. A judge is talking about it or something. It is, Willow. I think kids are exposed to too much too soon. You didn't have free access as a kid? Hey, just carry me. Be careful driving, please. Please don't chat or read the chat while you're driving, but thanks for listening. It is not okay in any shape or form. The trouble is they cannot police a smartphone. Yeah. Oh, your son, it happened to your son. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, Julie. It's a problem. And you've got people, and then you've got people that it's okay. It's okay with y'all. No. It's not okay. And you know what? And Lycan's making he's making money on it still, because TT was talking about it. They were going back and forth. She's not monetized. I don't think she drops any, thing for money. He's over there getting his booze fund for his cheap liquor. And yeah, I'm sorry too, Julie. That's horrible. And he's making money off of it, off of a band channel. Band. I know I'm country. Off a band channel. And okay, so the next part of the song, like same train, different track, different mama, same heart attack. We all are susceptible to different things like heart attacks and gun, same bullet, different gun, different cross, same sun. same hell, different levels. And that's the part, like, um, we're all in different we're on different levels of where what has happened to us. And I think maybe that's why people like jump over there and um they want to think that's okay because and again, we want to belong. I don't feel like I belong anywhere except on my own channel at the current time. I'm not really um I mean, I guess the only place that I feel like I might belong is whenever yeah, I'm glad you were able to get him out. Whenever oh, Julie, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. Wow. Well, I'm glad you got him help. Oh, now I forgot what I was saying. I think that perhaps people just want to belong to a community. And I think that there's a pull for that. And maybe if I didn't have my own channel, I would be more apt to be, pulled into communities and take a side on, you know, going at people and fighting and everything. But I don't, I don't feel drawn, particularly drawn to either side other than, like this liking thing. I mean, I just, why or I can't get it through my skull why people are okay with this. Why, Granny, are you okay with this? Are, after what he did to your son, after all the things that you put us through, he was being abusive and you were going to take him to court and all that. And now y'all are, you and a lot of people are just over there. My son is now 24. His father is in prison. Oh, neat. He's amazing. Yeah, boundaries and lines are good. And I guess, and that's the thing I've talked about, having boundaries and the lines that I won't cross. But I mean, that doesn't make their lines different. It's just what's legal and what's not legal and what's morally okay and what's not. Um, it's just crazy. Now, this part's about the politics. Those, I don't know, to me, politicians are snaky and ratty. You voted for the rat and I voted for the snake. They they shake hands across the aisle and they're like, raking in all this money to make decisions for us, and they get voted upon because they're in a party that we um, support. We support that side of the politics and not the other side of the politics. And they get voted in and they're making all this money. And I know in Arkansas, the Republican Party has the majority by a long shot. And so everything is more swayed that way. But to me, they're all rats. Although I do have a few um, friends in politics, and I don't consider them that way. But I don't know them inside out like that. I don't know them that well, but I have supported. There are local people in politics who I support, and I don't necessarily agree with everything they say, but I'm just saying I know some good people. And I know there's good people in politics and bad people, but as a majority, they're all dirty. In my opinion, they're all just dirty. So, when you're thinking about, well, my beliefs are this and their beliefs are that, and we don't have to hate each other for that. Like I was saying about TT, I don't, we, I think we're about as almost as far as you can get politically, but I don't hate her. I don't know if that makes any sense. Am I making any sense or am I just talking out my ass? Then you got the same crazy, different brain. We're all crazy, right? Different drugs, same vein. There's different kinds of addictions, there's different kinds of mental health or mental illness. Thanks, Amber. Thank you. Gotta have somebody gotta stand up for me over here. Um, the diff we tend to criticize other people for doing the same thing we do, only we do it a little differently. Like maybe my dog's distracting me. Um, maybe I had a problem with, cocaine and somebody else had a problem with opioids and you're making fun of them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was making, thanks, Helen. Like if I was making fun of somebody else's, substance abuse issue problem when I had one of my own. Like that would be like me making fun of Lycan and calling him out for what he did with this child if I was over here doing the same thing with, I don't know, a girl. I don't know. It's um I'm trying to think of the word. The outrage. So y'all understand what I'm saying? Do you have anything to interject? Because I don't know if I know y'all say I'm making sense. Maybe I'm not making sense to myself. Same lie, same old truth. Everybody's got some kind of hell, just different levels. I guess the main point that I'm trying to get across is that I believe that we all have a lot. I believe that our society, with after COVID and after everything that, COVID kind of started breaking the country apart. And then we've had some political things that have broken the country apart even more. I think we're more at odds. I know some of y'all don't live in the US, but I believe that I believe that we're at more odds than we used to be politically. And I think that things are getting um, out of hand. Yeah, you got to be able to disagree and discuss and talk about things without necessarily yelling and cursing each other out and hating the other person because they believe differently. Yeah, I know. There's a lot. Like what recent combo, Salma? What do you mean? Oh, it's the same in the UK? Wow, Julie. What combo? Do you guys get upset if you see somebody in a chat um of someone that like I'll just use an example. When I was in TT's last night, I just made like, I don't know, 3 or 4 comments about uh Lycan, but not in the way like you go in, when you're in a chat and somebody's going at somebody and everybody's piling on and going, I didn't, I wasn't doing that. But I know that I've gone in chats before and gotten in all kinds of hell over it. Do y'all see that as wrong? Because I don't. Talking to a child. Salma, it was just, can somebody help me? I don't know how long ago he did that. 3 years ago, maybe? Are you talking about all the videos that they've been playing about liking with that kid? There were 2 kids. And laughing about it and drinking to it and all that. YouTube has said he's not supposed to be here. And I don't think it's because he doesn't shower every day. I don't think that's why YouTube has you know, banned him from the platform. And yes, people who were banned come back and come back and come back because there's millions of channels and YouTube can't control that. Okay, Selma. Yeah, I think it was like 3 years ago. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking out loud, but now the end of this song, same wrong, different right, different tunnel, same bright light. Everybody looking for God on every level. Different demons, same damn devil. I just think that we're all fighting battles and that, we all, barring a mental illness that doesn't allow people to love or feel love, then I think basically we're all seeking friends, compassion, um, I don't know what you want to call it, love, feeling of belonging. And like I said, I don't feel like I belong any in any channels, even though I watch other channels and I listen to people. I don't often go in chats because I just, I don't feel that. Yes, the human connection, which is something I don't have um as a daily thing. It's just that's just how I am. I mean, I've always been pretty much been a homebody and not working outside the home. I'm not getting out a whole lot. Yeah, I guess that's all I'm just trying to say is that we all have struggles and battles and thanks CLM and that we're all seeking something. Maybe Likens is just the attention he gets from it, whether it's good or bad. It gets people in the box, and some are really hung up on that number in the box, no matter if it's good or bad publicity, or people are hate watching or they're enjoying your content. So the human experience, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Anybody have anything you want to bring up or add to? Yeah, doing things for attention. Like this doesn't um it's hard to belong on YouTube. You might not recognize the chat the next day when yes, Willow Blossom. I mean, I think that there might have been some people who were um I know there was somebody in chat in TT's last night because Crafton was up on panel or actually before he went on panel when he was in chat and Kim was in chat. And I'm saying that because it actually happened, but I was like, wow, because I know that I don't know a lot of the history, but I know that that Crafton and Kim had a falling out at some point with TT, and then when Tiffany went over to Crafton and Kim's, people on the other side were upset because they had trouble with Crafton and Kim, and they're like, "Why are you over there?" And it caused Tiffany to lose friendships because of that split. And then, she said she had contacted them recently a few times via email. It was around the time that I had made peace with them. I just hadn't said any. We just haven't, as far as I know, none of us have said anything about that. I just said, "Hey, can we make peace?" And that was it. Basically, that was all that was said. We made peace. It wasn't, we're not hanging out. We're not best buddies or anything, but it causes people not to get, when Tiffany went to them, when they went on TT's last night, it causes, or it can cause subscribers to be like, what the fuck, it's similar to when GW went back to Lycan after we all worried and were concerned because he was supposedly being so bad to her. Why are you running? Why does somebody run back to their this evil person? Yeah, salmonella. It is. I think there's some people here that I consider good friends. And actually, in this chat, we talk via email some. And, I'm just, but as far as belonging, I don't feel like I belong. I said that a minute ago, but do y'all, I mean, are you all like, do you feel like you belong when you go into a chat around, or do you just listen without chatting? When I do go in chats, people say hi, and it's nice to see that. And then I feel like I don't want to, and usually on my phone lately I've been on my phone listening to things, and I can't tag on my phone, and I'm not very good at my phone texting and stuff. So I don't usually respond, and I feel bad about that because people are saying hi, but also when I drop into a chat, I don't want to distract from the person chatting. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's nice when you go into someone's chat, who you're not big friends with, and people are friendly and they're inviting and everything. And I think that if we could all be more that way and not, we look for the bad, right? Who looks for the bad? I mean, we do. It's where's the drama? That's where and yes, this is a drama community. Sometimes you listen and sometimes you chat. I got you, Julie. But lately there's been a whole lot of stuff going on about people raising money and asking for money for Nicole, you got my blood pressure up. I was like, oh shit, somebody's coming in here to go at me. I'm sorry, Nicole. I can't help you with that. You gotta leave me a comment and I'll give you a hint. That you scared me because I was like, oh shit, somebody's coming in here to go at me. Well, hold on a second. I'm still here. Class action lawsuits. Yeah, what is going in? I saw that is funny though. Oh, you found good people by yes, that's an idea. That's what I need to go do. Salmonella, that's what I need to do is go down to the animal shelter and volunteer. Why is I just heard this late last night. Why is NC doing another lawyer fund? Where's that $10,000? Did y'all hear about that? She's going to have she raised $10,000 to build a website because she's been banned from YouTube. And so now she's doing, is it a class action she's supposedly doing? And I don't know what's the goal of it, because I heard her saying she had like a small percentage and it was a lot of money. And I believe so. Why do people keep giving her money when she doesn't use the money for what she said? The $20K, the $10,000 for the website that's still not up. Yes, again, for the community. Well, she keeps doing it. Here's why she keeps doing it. I got a little secret for you. She keeps doing it because they keep giving her money. Duh. and she keeps getting away with it. And one of these days, she won't get away with it anymore. What do you think? Keep on raising money, Natasha. It's and I believe that the reason that so many people think that they can come on here and have a fundraiser to pay for their housing, and they're not working, and or maybe they're working and they don't make enough money to pay for housing. Well, here's what I think about that. First of all, who's got the money to help anybody right now? She's going after MRB again. Yeah, one of these days, Amber, one of these days it's got to. Like the lawsuit, like the one thing that the one time that she was arrested, right? That caught up with her. It caught up with her. Yeah, CLM, I know. Oh, do that, Amber. Yes, please do that. Maybe we can talk about that on here, because either she's not raising as much as she claims, which I think is probably true. But where, I mean, like, where do people, they're doing it to belong, right? You got to tell me that's got to be what it is. Yeah, that's true, Salmonella. I believe that's true too. Yeah. Why stop if you're still making the money? Even though you're banned from YouTube and it's a hassle, just have all you got to do is just keep a channel going all the time. Same thing Lycan's doing. They're banned from YouTube, and they can't, obviously you can't monetize like that. You can, but it won't last. Natasha's done that 3 times at least. Yeah, send it to me, Amber, and I'll look at that, because I'm always looking for something to talk about live. And this stuff's just been on my mind. It's easy to do what online? Get somebody in trouble. I'm not going after her. I haven't been making videos about her. I'm just talking about her now because I think that's where the root, the root, money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil. So that gets misquoted all the time, but I think that's what drives her. And when you have health problems, like she says she does, I'm not there, I don't know. Yeah, scam people. When you have health problems, I don't know. It's just there's so many, like, there's these adults in that house, and yet they're begging for money to do this and to go on vacation, and like, you don't get enough money on YouTube, and then you got to raise money to go to a vacation home when you live 30 minutes from the beach. Just drive to the beach. I mean, that would be like me taking up vacation funds to go stay in a cabin over here on the lake. Well, I can just drive over there, right? You can easily present the scam as a legit issue and dupe people into it. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. I don't see why people, other than because of her, how people think they're going to get, $10,000 or $1,500 even. I don't even know how you're going to get that kind of money to get you out of a financial hardship. I mean, it's beyond me. It's beyond me why people keep giving money unless they're just loaded. You're paying $12 plus shipping for a pen. I guess they just want to help her, right? But then you've got like, so, um, yeah, I thought the website was going to be up, and where is it? She is good at it, and I think that people in that watch her think that they can do it too, and they can't. And if you and I did, I think I did a live or I did a video about that woman who she said she had cancer. There's a lot of them. I'm not talking about anybody on YouTube because I just don't want to do that right now. But there are people in society who will go. They will say they have cancer and they'll actually make a lot of money. Not on YouTube. I'm talking about like GoFundMe's and stuff. And then they get caught and then they end up in jail and stuff. And I'm not going to do it. Yeah, fake websites and attorneys. It's been a while, hasn't it? I haven't said that attorneys in about a year, I guess. But going raising money and doing all that is just totally out of hand on here. And who's got, like I said, who's got it to give? And if you have a channel, legitimately, there was a creator who was needing money for housing recently who has a monetized channel and hasn't been using that. Well, if you can't work and you're in a tight, maybe go live. Just make some videos and go live and really work on your channel while you're trying to get people to give you money. Maybe go on your channel and say, "Look, I'm in a bind. I don't know. Do a contest, play games, do something, draw people in, try to get people, entertain people. Maybe they'll give you some money for that." I mean, you have a channel that's monetized. Why aren't you using that? NC's community seems to want to help her. She claims to be a bad bitch. The two doesn't align. Yeah. Well, and I remember vividly a time when she was screaming and yelling about her children will never be a victim, but then she plays victim. I mean, she has stories of being a victim. And so you can't have it both ways. You can't play victim for money and then like I don't see her as being a victim of MRB. I would see them like both going at each other. Yeah, and then bragging about helping other people and taking up money for school supplies for these unknown people. I don't trust her for that. I wouldn't give her money for that. I don't want to just talk about Natasha because I just don't talk about her that much anymore, but her kids are in the lawsuit. What exactly did MRB do to her that she can take her to court over? What exactly? What did MRB do to her that she can sue her for what? Harassment? What is she trying to do? I don't understand. But there's other people on here that ask for money too, and I don't, a lot of people yell, "Get a damn job," or "Get a fucking job." Hey, so done with it. And I'm MRB is also raising money. Yeah, she is. Yeah, I saw that. I did click over there recently because all this stuff came up, and I did hear her asking for money, but I think she'll actually use it for that. Yeah, and how can you sue people back and forth? People on here do it though all the time, and they go to court, or one doesn't show up for court, and then they raise all this money for the lawyers make money off of it. You got to have a really good reason to go to court. I saw, and I did a little short about that. That movie, The Blind Side. the kid that was adopted, who later played in the NFL, says he's saying he wasn't adopted and he's mad about it. And he had a conservatorship that he signed, which meant he couldn't profit off of the movie. And the family's saying, well, we don't need the money. We're rich. And so they're battling over, this lovely story that came out about this young Black man who was living with his mother, who's living on the street. They were, she was a druggie and all this stuff. And they brought him in and they got him into football, and he ended up in the NFL. And now they're wanting money. Now he's wanting more money. Well, even if MRB had a private investigator, I don't think you can sue for that. What's she going to do? What are you going to do to somebody that investigated you? I mean, remember when the fake outrage of the fake crap, like, oh, there's a man in my yard. He's got on white socks and he's looking around my porch. And the landlord didn't know about it. Nobody knew who this man was. It was in her yard. And a couple of days later, you hear hammering. Hey, Kellyanne, you hear hammering, and they're working on her porch. And she's still faking about it. Yeah, the fake PI. How you doing, Kellyanne? Good to see you. I don't understand why. Well, I do understand why everybody doesn't see through it, because it's that community. It's a community. People want to, again, we're going back to what I said earlier. People want to belong. We all want to be part of something. If you can't beat them, join them. I mean, I could easily go join in somebody's chat and, start going at people and, just become part of that, that camaraderie and all that. And a lot of times that's based on hate. It's fun. I've done it. I like to do it, but at the same time, I don't like to hurt people. And so I try to just put my blinders on and just listen. And, she doesn't have legitimate grounds for a lawsuit. You're right. A group of people can't do one harassment lawsuit. Oh, that's funny. It's not harassment. A legitimate private investigator is not harassing them. No, a PI worth his or her wages is not going to harass you. You're not going to know they're there. Yeah, I think that's just what it boils down to. I do. Because I'm going to say that when I was talking about Natasha and streaming her and stuff last year, it was fun. I had people in here. I had people, it was, I felt it. It was fun. I'd have a lot of people watching, and we'd all be talking about her and laughing, and it was very much fun. And I got all into it, and some people say I became a mean girl, and okay, so I don't know about all that, but mean for me, I guess. And I don't want to do that's. I want the fun, but I don't want the negativity at the same time. And so I had to stop doing that. I could do it. I could fire up a live about a lot of people right now and just go at them, but that's not. Well, it's not going to help anything. It's just going to make me feel part of, because I'm going to have people in here going, yay, and laughing and cutting up and going at somebody. But in the long run, where does that get you? Like, for me, it doesn't bode well with my, my personality, I guess, my traumas and my mental health to get the backlash, because you're going to get the backlash when you do those kind of things. And so I don't want that. And also, like I said, I don't want to hurt other people, even if it is just somebody who I totally disagree with and who I think is making a mockery of health issues and lies and getting money from people and not caring about a damn person and still getting all their money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't even know you had new layouts on. I'm just looking at my StreamYard. Okay, guys. Well, I don't know. I don't have any. I don't. I'm just rambling now, and I want when I come on like this, I kind of want to give y'all things to think about, and hopefully talk with me. I know y'all talk with me a little bit. That's good, and I feel like maybe if we looked out at it, if we look at people as like, well, they're just trying to get. I'm not making excuses, but maybe if we just look at like why somebody like Granny would go back to liking, well, I guess she's trying to belong somewhere, and she got called out for a lot of things, and so now she's trying to find a new community maybe. But I just think that if we look at each other with a little bit of discernment, compassion, empathy as far as why, because it bothers me when I see stuff like that, when I see people make peace, and not just make peace, but like actually being active in other people's communities where we used to defend them and help them and take up for them, and then they're back with the people who were abusing them. Well, it's odd. Yeah, I'd rather be alone, Betty Boop. Behavior. Yeah, so done with it. Yeah, I'm so done with it too. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you, CLM. I appreciate y'all being here and just letting me have my thoughts without screaming and yelling and cussing everybody out and everything like that. I'm trying to see the good, but I'm never going to be okay with what you did, liking. I know you don't watch me, but what you did with those kids is wrong. And I wish you would just say, I fucked up, and pull them down, and maybe everybody would quit showing that kid everywhere. Pull it off of that site it's on. Take it down. That kid's grown now, but oh, good, Amber. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, y'all take care of yourselves and be kind to yourselves, and make sure or please hit the like button on your way out if you didn't hit it on the way in, and have a great day. And just, I know people in here are kind people, so I just keep being you and just keep being good to yourself. And life doesn't revolve around YouTube or the drama here, so just be good to yourself, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.